Hey, what's up, guys? Want to come in here today and talk about the three primary battles of Christian leaders, and you can see the link that applies to the blog post that I've written about this that went live today. But as I had a little Facebook Live video yesterday about just pastors falling in general, yesterday morning, and I'd planned on preaching about this for a while, but First Peter 5, I addressed just the issue of some primary battles that Christian leaders have, because First Peter 5, particularly verses 2 and 3, apply to that, but I'll just list those for you. One is loss of vision. 1 Peter 5:2, it talks about how shepherd the flock of God that's among you, exercising oversight, not under compulsion. And one of the ways that Satan loves to attack Christian leaders is by making it where, for example, in sermon preparation, that you view it as just another thing you have to do on your task list rather than part of your calling from God, and or going to another meeting, another counseling session is just another thing you have to do on your calendar, and just losing the vision of what God has put in front of you. I'll give you an example of something God just really refreshed my vision of late, that I want to preach through every book of the Bible during my ministry if the Lord tarries, and have it all in book form and all in video teaching form as well. So all 66 books of the Bible, and God's just really given me a renewed vision, I think partly from studying 1 Peter 5. But one battle of Christian leaders is from loss of vision in 1 Peter 5 to the beginning of it. Then also desire for gain, just making straight up money. The end of 1 Peter 5:2, it says that leaders, elders, Christian leaders in general should not be shameful for gain, but eager. So one of the ways that Satan tries to attack Christian leaders is by giving them greedy hearts. And when you hear these preachers who just talk about money all the time, that's an example of that. And the Bible is an honest book, and we should just go into ministry not with what can I get out of it, but what can I do to serve. And so one of the primary battles of Christian leaders is that battle of desiring for gain, as well as a loss of vision. And then thirdly and lastly, abuse of power. Abuse of power. 1 Peter 5:3, it says that Christian leaders are not to be domineering over those who are in charge, but are to be examples of the flock. And so from time to time, I'm sure you hear stories about various Christian leaders who essentially act like dictators of some sort, or domineering in their personality or the way that they minister. And that's a way that Satan tries to keep that Christian leader from fulfilling his or her calling. And so ultimately, the Bible is really quite plain and clear about these three battles of Christian leaders. And so just again to recap, loss of vision, desire for gain, and abuse of power. So I hope that this little Facebook Live video helps you, encourage you to click on over the link to read about that on the website. And if you haven't already done so, I know a lot of people follow my Facebook ministry stuff, but make sure you go to jeremyroberts.org if you haven't been there ever or haven't been there in a while, and subscribe to my blog. And you can just go right there on the homepage, and it says, click here and you'll get a free ebook that I've written, as well as being added to my email list. And all that email list is basically whenever my books are leaning badly. Thank you, Ben. That's because I just gave away some of my books. You're right. I'm very actually, next thing on my task list is straightening up my office some, so I need to do that. But anyway, please subscribe to my blog, or my blog. Anyway, you can do it on podcast too on iTunes. So anyway, peace out, guys. See you later.